Ashboro, and 6 is Madison Haywood. 7 is Reagan Hanna for the Somerville Y, and that's Taylor Westerland for the Country Club in lane 8.
All right, and we're off. As I mentioned in the 11-12 age group, we're looking for limited breathing, really strong kick behind you. For those watching at home who do not have competitive swimming experience, and even if you do, it is very difficult to hold that powerful, small, fast kick behind you. It's like a motor for your boat. I tell my younger swimmers that you don't want to be in a canoe, you want to be in a motorboat. Easier said than done. That takes a lot of practice.
Ashboro 1-2 here, and the win will go to Madison Haywood in 33.55, a big drop here. Second place going to Emily Bueno at 33.77, so a couple nice 33s here to get this started.
Taking a look at the two teammates from Ashboro battling it out inside the flags. Great finishes by both girls. Ashboro off to a great start.
We're going to get set for heat number 2. Going to be hard to keep this moving. Heat 3 is just walking out right now. In lane 1, that's Evelyn Frotcher from Cane Bay. 2 is Kaylee Berry for Chamelon. 3 is Daniela Albert from Hobcaw. 4 is Seda Emerson for Long Point. 5 is Sarah Gray Heineman for Hobcaw. 6 is Emily Winstead for Crowfield. In lane 7, that's Olivia Newman for Crowfield. In lane 8, that's Christina Leshko for Chamelon. 9 is Madeline Navarrete for Fort Johnson. And in 10, that's Evan Angelos for the Country Club.
And here we go. No time to pace in these events. It is an all-out sprint. And that's a skill in of itself, as David and I both know as former distance swimmers. To be able to get up and go and hit your max speed within seconds is definitely a skill.
For Crowfield there, that's Emily Winstead trying to hold off Sarah Gray Heineman. She will, 29.08 to 29.23. In third there was Leshko at 29.72. So 3 swimmers under 30 seconds here in the second heat.
Crowfield and Hobcaw battling it out. Notice both girls, great job holding their breath into the finish. Sarah Gray Heineman with Hobcaw wanting to see how she finished right after the touch.
Heat 3 now is up on the blocks. In lane 1, that's Cora Flanagan for Shadow Moss. In lane 2, that's Grayson Ross for Daniel Island. 3 is Lyra Cooksey Cole for Northbridge. 4 is Emma Morris for Newington. 5 is Kaya Fisher for James Island. 6 is Kate Sams for Northbridge. 7 is Louisa Halford for Park Shore. 8 is Kathleen Clark for Sneak Farm. 9 is Bailey Simmons for Somerville Y. And in 10, that's Russell Perlmutter for Park Shore.
Final call, 13-14 boys, 50-yard freestyle.
Wow, great turn from Park Shore. They had the lead, but definitely furthered their lead on that turn. Did not breathe her first stroke coming off.
Tightening up a little bit in the finish, but Louisa Halford will set the time to beat here with a 26.54. Second there went to Kate Sams in 27.52. And third was Kaya Fisher at 27.80.
And here she is, swimmer from Park Shore, Louisa Halford on her finish. Going into heat 4.
This is the final heat. That's Aislinn McConnell for Legend Oaks in 1, Hayden Sutton for Legend Oaks in 2, Nora Lightburn for North Charleston in 3, Kira Twomey for Long Point in 4, Judith Suttle in 5 for Shadow Moss, 6 is Marley Crosby for Newington, 7 Sydney Fennell, North Charleston, 8 is Kate Allison, Sneak Farm, 9 Mackenzie Levine, Daniel Island, 10 is Issa Jickling from James Island, and this one is tight, but moving ahead of the field now is Marley Crosby for the Newington Tiger Sharks to get the win in 25.55. Second there went to Suttle in 26.07. Third was Hayden Southern in 26.11. And that is how the story goes in the 13-14 girls 50 freestyle.
So 7 out of 10 of the girls in that heat were in the 26 range, 26.07, 26.11. That's how close these races are, and that's why it's so important. Start, turn, finish. Here we come. They're headed out, big kick behind them, limiting your breathing. On a short race like this, you got to have a strong turn, and here she comes with Newington on the way home. That is Marley Crosby.
13-14 boys now getting started. That's Will Fair for Fort Johnson in 4. Just 11 years old is Parker Hughes for Shadow Moss in lane 5. And in 6, that's Ryan Fontan from Legend Oaks. We see what we're talking about, lack of depth for the Shadow Moss Sharks and the older boys, which is going to hurt them today. That's an 11-year-old swimming 13-14.
Oh, wow. Okay. So yesterday when we saw our 9-10s doing 50 freestyle, and even our 7-8s on the 25, starts and turns, they do matter and they do help you. They give you an advantage, but the race is not made or lost, really. These older kids, it is for sure.
36-18 for Ryan Fontan to take the win there for Legend Oaks.
Record CCAA record in this event is 22.30, set in 2019 by Kyle Hertwig over at Snee Farm. We will get to see him swim this event later. He was the butterflyer on the mixed medley relay of the older kids, the one that really dug deep to make things happen for the Snee Farm team.
Heat 2, that's Zidane DeDeos from Cane Bay in 1. Hayes D'Aureliano for Hobcon 2, Luke Foster for Ashboro in 3, Sawyer Sperling for James Island in 4, Cameron Blessinger for Hobcon 5, Parker Thomas for the Country Club in 6, Andrew Schwartzberg for Crowfield in 7, Sully Hardy for Newington in 8, Brody McDowell for Somerville Y in 9, Colton Frazier for Cane Bay in 10. Looks like that's Parker Thomas for the Country Club of Charleston to get the win here at 27-28. Second place there went to Blessinger in 27.92, and third was Andrew Schwartzberg at 28.25. Nice solid time drops there. Almost a second for Parker Thomas.
Country Club of Charleston swimmer coming in. Parker Thomas, like David said, dropped nearly a second. Waiting on heat 3 of 4 for 13-14 boys, 50 freestyle.
In lane 1, that's Braden Kelly for Ashboro. 2 is Colton Bennett for Snee Farm. 3 is Vadim Shafanshin from Chamelon. 4 is Yiqing Li for Long Point. 5 is Brady Evans for Snee Farm. 6 is Alex Swetke for North Charleston. 7 is Livy Williams from Newington. 8 is Harrison Carter for Parkshore. 9 is Renzo Garitti for Crowfield, and in 10, that's Leo Lowe from Parkshore. This is where it starts to get really fast and furious here. Moving out in the middle is Brady Evans for Snee Farm. Snee Farm trying to really bring it today.
Last call, girls, 15-18, 50-yard freestyle. First call, boys.
Brady Evans up in front of this heat. He's entered it at 26.51. He's going to come in to win this heat. He's going to move way up, 24.80 for Brady Evans. Second there went to Alex Swetke for North Charleston, 25.88. And third was Leo Lowe for Parkshore in 26.16.
Great swim by Brady Evans with Snee Farm. Over a second drop. No one to push him out front, but I'm sure he saw his teammates on the side cheering.
Final heat, and 1 that's Jake Calvert for Northbridge. 2 is Bryce May for Daniel Island. 3 is Jude Nixick for Northbridge. 4 is Tyler Nelson for Chamelon. 5 is Ivan Wilson for North Charleston. 6, Parker Hamilton for James Island. 7 is Sawyer Quartermas for Long Point. 8 is Micah Cornegate for Shadow Moss. 9, Carson Good for Legend Oaks. 10 is Jackson Muller for Daniel Island. And this is all Tyler Nelson, folks. After his heroic comeback on the relay, Tyler Nelson in 22.37, just off Kyle Hertwig's meet record, but enough to get the win here.
I think that's Ivan Wilson with North
Charleston. Did I say Tyler Nelson? I meant Ivan Wilson getting the win there, 22.37. Tyler Nelson was second in 22.83, and third was Sawyer Quartermas in 24.29.
Here comes Ivan Wilson on his finish, and David's right. That is the same swimmer that had that amazing comeback in the 13-14 mixed medley relay.